Top 3, I'm not number 1. How could you post that? I would have crowned it.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I want to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Christian Kirk deep to return it. Fielded at about the 28. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
You got bombers. You got bombers. Move. Hey, Haywood. Hey, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Jaguars at 4-6 now on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, Johnson.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down on his Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now Watson. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty. but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. They go up the middle with Chubb. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
We're scoreless after 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
York able to send this one through, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both of these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Lawrence will throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. On the return is Kirk. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And boys, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Second and 2.
And again, it's Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson.
He's going to have to hook up to Schwartz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion.
Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Come on, set. Hey, throw it.
They go play action with Lawrence.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This is taken just shy of the 10.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
They came out with an aggressive mindset to start the third quarter, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them take more of these type of deep shots as this game moves along. They connected there. They expect to connect on more before this one's over.
He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 35.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Patterson's kick is good.
And it will extend their lead here to 17-6.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Watson looks to throw again. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Chubb on the counter. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 42 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try the air now with Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting the sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Nice situation, 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On 4th down, Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here, the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change it.
Ready? Opposite. Yeah. Hands here. Check. Alert.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, let's go!
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Over the middle to Beckham. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 54 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Robinson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Now they send a man in motion right. Robinson again. But he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Riley Patterson now on for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Jags grab it. Does the big boy have the juice? And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top of that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Peoples-Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play.